Hey everybody, welcome back to Dreamhack Austin 2017. I'm Sagem. This is...
Hey, I'm Ultra David. We're continuing with some really good stuff now. As you mentioned, it's going to be Xian versus Yukadon, Haitani versus Xiaohai will be shortly thereafter. And just to let you know a little bit about what else has been going on, we know that CJ Truth versus Alex Myers will happen in winners, and the winner of that will play against either Ricky Ortiz or winner of Xian versus Yukadon. One of those.
Ricky plays the winner of this match.
Correct.
Okay.
Then in loser side, well, maybe we'll wait until after this match because there's a bunch to report. But as I said before, you can go to smash.gg, click on the Dreamhack button.
You can see all the results over there if you guys are interested. Yeah.
Round one.
So here we go. We're into the match.
We thought it might be a mirror, and it looks like it is.
Yeah.
Yukadon, of course, having been known for the Nash earlier, but I think he's made a pretty good choice in switching away to Ibuki.
I think they both have. They both abandoned their former characters to go back into this.
Yeah. Well, Xian needed to get out of there. That was a bad relationship he was in with Fang.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like that little crouching short confirmed. It's actually, I think, one of Ibuki's best things that is not really talked about that often is that crouching short that she gets now off of Meaty Rida. It's very, very good. It combos into standing light kick. Means her low threat is good. Her overhead is good. Throw, frame trap, pressure is excellent. Activation. Okay.
All right. No quick rise.
Yeah, it was I guess forcing the trade there instead of dealing with the mix-up.
Right. Neither one trying to make the first move here. It's a very dangerous situation. Whoever gets the next hit might take it.
That should be it, yeah.
It is.
Does need the second ride-up, but still closes it on anyway. First round to Shen, very slow-paced. And you know, the thing about Shen is that I feel like he hides how he plays behind his characters. Like, he actually is an incredibly slow-paced player. But when you think of Shen, you think about all the crazy setups that you get to see from him from his Gen or his Ibuki, right?
I'm with you. I've always been impressed by his footsies.
Yeah, he's very kind of like slow and steady, ground game, weighted out kind of guy, right? With Gen, he was doing down medium punch hands all day. Ibuki is down medium punch dagger. It's the same kind of idea. And with resources, both of those things lead to like a billion damage.
Right.
It's the same idea.
You know, Shen just played the Ibuki mirror against Shine in winners finals of his pool, and he won it.
Frame trap. What I love about this Ibuki from Shen is the standing jab, standing medium punch frame trap he does all the time. That's very smart. Combos on counter hit. Empty low.
Yes, he did it. I really like, well, a lot of how Shen played, but I think the thing that stands out to me is how well he played with some of the timings there. He had a bomb release that was at a timing that was not like a timing that would have been easily view reversible, if at all. He had a delayed meaty coming in after that to play with that same kind of thing, not view reversible. I think that's going to be a big development coming in Street Fighter V. And as usual, Xian is on the forefront of all those things.
Oh yeah.
He was in Street Fighter V Season 1. He just had a character that couldn't deal damage. He was in Street Fighter 4.
Oh yeah.
Hugely on the forefront of a lot of tech, a lot of ideas. Still is here.
Big crush counter and combo there for Yukadon. That throw bait didn't find it. There it is, whip punish. It's pretty clean. And the counter hit. This should be the round pretty easy for Yukadon here. Doesn't even need the follow-up. Rida just closes it out. Nice and convincing.
Round two. Fight.
Looked a lot better. Oh, really? Jump jab.
Yeah, I was surprised that it beat the back medium punch from Ibuki. All right, walk under is good. And he gets the mix up there. He does stay in the front, which means that uppercut buys the positioning. Wow.
Love it.
Yeah, 2 in a row. Those are a lot of resources allocated to that. Crushed out of the air, but takes positioning over the combo damage. Okay, interesting confirm.
This bomb, because of that crush, got that V-meter. Oh, no!
It was counter hit pushback that actually messed the combo up. Left, right here.
Big news. Where's he going to be?
Stays in the front and tries to throw. It didn't work. Bomb coming out, you got to guess. Ah, that was really interesting. So he did down medium punch, slide. I imagine the slide would have been kept saved by the bomb, and then you had to mix up afterwards. So.
Yeah, you know, Yukadon with his own bomb mix up there. I think he just didn't want to take the risk on EXTP coming out of Xian. He just really didn't have much in the way of side to side. But he's got a good situation for himself already.
Crushed out of the air. This time takes the combo, and yeah, the command dash interrupted.
Really short? Maybe
tried
otherwise
uppercut.
DP? Yeah, exactly.
All right, mix up has the corner. Bomb is out. Cross up.
Oh, this guy! He follows it up with a super combo Razor Xian.
Okay, that was kind of ridiculous.
It
All
was.
right, that was kind of ridiculous.
It was.
Because the setup, here's the setup. The setup is you block my cross up, and I do instant overhead. It combos off the bomb, and then I super.
Right.
But he just got hit by the cross up anyway.
Yeah, it was just something that Xian was coming in with. It was his idea. He was going to do it. Whether it hit as a jump in or not was no big deal. He was just going to do the instant overhead again.
I'm actually kind of sad that he showed it off and it got hit.
Yeah.
Because if it was a block, it would have looked so sick, right? If it was a block, it would have been the sickest thing.
Oh, yeah, there was that short that just happened to work out. But, right, check it out.
All right, so he does the back strong
the
bomb.
thing.
Look, jump medium kick. Even if that's blocked, it's instant overhead. Boop. And that combos.
That even combos. That's so good. Many setups like that don't have a combo.
Yes. So
But
that works
there you
even
go.
if they get hit by the cross-up. It also works if they block the cross-up and don't immediately block overhead. I'm sure you can also probably do the cross-up and then go low.
Sure.
And then it explodes, and then you get the critical art anyway.
I wonder if you can also just do like a command dash to be the other side
just
when it
instant go
explodes. Pretty good. Pretty good stuff.
That's a buff
She's
mix-up.
got a lot of mix-ups in the corner there. And it's very dangerous as Ibuki to take the other Ibuki's V-trigger mix-ups. You just don't have the life to sustain it.
Yeah, a lot of characters don't. I mean,
Of course.
we saw a combo earlier that was like 70% of Cammy's life off one reset, and it was like, that's it. You're just dead.
That's how it goes. So
Sucks
nice
to
work
suck.
by Cien. That means that Cien's going to play against Ricky Ortiz to get into top 8.
Yes.
Winner of that will play against CJ Truth versus Alex Myers
Yeah.
in top 8.
In top 8. Yeah, so we got more winners. Matches coming up. As we mentioned, Haitani versus Xiaohai is going to be the next match.
Right.
Very interesting. Xiaohai, I feel like, has looked excellent today. Like, his match against Momochi was super close, but a really, really good match. And, yeah, I was definitely impressed by his play in that set. I feel like he showed up today, which is good. He also had a very close set with Arturo.
Oh, yeah, I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, that was a super close set, too. So
in losers, Dogra beat Brian F. Mono beat Cyanide, Chris Tatarian beat Marn, and then Mono beat Chris Tatarian.
okay.
Mono now gets to play against Yukadon. Let's see. Ramasama beat Eliminated. These are all losers. F-Champ. Then Flash beat Ranmasama. Then K-Brad beat Flash. So, okay. Momochi beat New York Chris G. It's going to be Oil King versus Momochi now after Momochi beat Wind Alpha, who beat Pando Jiwa. Nice work. LPN beat Arturo Sanchez.
Oh, okay. Man, a lot of people getting eliminated.
A lot of
down
stuff
there.
going on, including a huge one. Daigo beat Bonchan. It was 2-0.
Easy peasy, huh?
Daigo versus Commander Jesse will happen in losers after that.
That's going to be a good one, too, man. A lot of excellent matches happening here today at Dreamhack.
Yeah, there's just so many good players here.
So you see Artie, the offensive Chai. He's a real weird style. I think it's like more similar to a Myers than a K-Brad. Definitely aggressive, footsie-heavy player. Very reliant on his reactions to kind of like carry a lot of the offense that he does. And he has a lot of dashing too, actually. That's one thing about Xiaohai. Like, he just does a lot of dashing, and he interrupts dashes very well.
I like his movement in all the games he plays, and his Cammy in this game is no different. She has such good walk speed that air mobility is a huge part of it. It's rare in this game, and he makes all that count.
All right, so not going to be dead yet. Big damage, though. Next mix-up will kill. Yeah, that jab interrupt on the dash from Xiaohai, even though he didn't get a clean interrupt, very impressive.
Oh, could have been chipped as she landed. Oh, that was a chance. Hard to have seen it coming.
Okay, whip punish. Oh,
Yeah?
he had the block, yeah.
What
I
a
mean,
genius.
It was one of those scenarios where you were scared of critical art.
Sure.
Yeah, so like critical art chip was a threat. But yeah, unfortunately for him, just does get the back throw. And Haitani has had some close ones today. He had that set with Jawa earlier that he honestly kind of stole. So, very interesting. Oh, the throw loop. It's time to wake up buttons from Xiaohai.
Look at this control. Is that stun? Yeah, that's going to be the round. That's going to be the game.
Yeah, that is game one to Haitani pretty quick, and Xiaohai was already wiping his face after the throw landed. He was like, yeah.
He's holding his chin with 2 hands.
Yeah, it takes both hands to support
Look at this,
the
guys.
weight of China on his head.
Oh, my God.
Look at him.
Ooh, another way to do it. How many ways?
Yeah,
How many ways?
Yeah, he tried to figure out a new way to hold his face. Couldn't come up with one, so back to the original.
Yeah, you can see him trying all sorts of things in his head right now. All the gears are whirring. He's trying to find something new in the game and in the chin.
Man, I've never seen that pose before.
No, it's
That's
brand new to
definitely
me.
a new one, yeah. He just invented that live here at Dreamhack. First unveiled.
Round 1.
World first look, is that what it is, a preview? Interrupt on, man, how did he interrupt the dash at 99 seconds?
He's just aware. I mean, he has great reactions, of course. It's something we've been accustomed to for him.
Everybody in the world, if they dash at you at 99 seconds, you definitely don't interrupt it. I can't think of anybody who would.
Pretty rare. But
Wow, trade and
good.
combo? That was pretty sick.
just like that. I mean, look, it was a great start for Xiaohai. He was ready for things, but it's fallen apart.
Okay, look for the uppercut, didn't find it. He's tried to bait Xiaohai's uppercut like 3 or 4 times already, and it has not worked. Oh, look for the throw there, didn't find it. He actually might be dead. No, he wasn't in range.
Ooh, boy. This risky business comes in.
Oh, interrupt, but didn't do it.
No! How often do you see that for Xiaohai to miss something like that?
Yeah.
Rare.
I don't know. I feel like he's playing a little off here. Some misses, and he's playing against Haitani, who's one of the most consistent players in the world.
That is the story of Xiaohai. Sometimes he's the best. Sometimes, well, he's never bad, but he's not the best, and I think that's where he is right now.
Yeah, in a weird position for sure. All right, another throw. We'll see what Xiaohai does. Another throw.
How many regular grabs? Not more. He was
Waiting
it out. Yeah, he was just waiting it out.
And anti-air neutral jump, so difficult to do, but
Just like that, he's right back into this, though. Haitani just did not let Xiaohai go, even though Haitani got hit out of the air. Look at this stuff. Control everywhere.
good block from Xiaohai. Stayed very patient. Oh my, if that had been light kick stomp, it would have comboed right into the critical art.
Yeah, would have been that.
Whip punish.
Saves it.
He spent it on EX uppercut, but this is scary.
Yeah?
That is so unfortunate for Xiaohai. The look on his face, too.
Oh, he is not happy about how that turned out.
Man, if he would have got... Ooh, yeah, he is definitely not.
God.
Jab, if he had gotten the medium punch into Fierce, into uppercut, into critical art, he would have had a real good chance in that round.
That is unfortunate for him. That means he's going to go to losers. Hopefully, in losers, he recovers that top-level play that he can definitely bring out. Just sometimes he doesn't do it.
Yeah,
It means
exactly.
the Haitani moves forward
And we
in
get to
winner's
see it
side.
here. Clean
look at
whip
this.
punish, right?
Yeah.
He gets the offense here. There's the uppercut that comes out. And Xiaohai, he finds the jab. And back medium punch from the
Boy.
counter hit will not combo because of the counter hit pushback.
Right.
So that's very unfortunate. Had it been down jab into Fierce, it would have comboed.
Into crouching strong.
Into crouching strong, into anything else. but-
Sometimes you get things wrong, and that's what happened there for him.
Yeah, exactly. He like the down jab hits, and because of the counter hit, he just like warps backwards.
Yeah.
And there's all that extra range, so you got to do something a little safer or something a little bit more consistent. And it didn't work out for him. But you know, you saw these two headed up to the stage a second ago. We are gonna have Knuckle Do and Justin Wong.
Yeah. Yeah. This should be a really good one coming up. Justin Wong had a big fight against Mono's Fang. He managed to somehow get it. Congrats to him in the pools. And he's going to go against Do with the Guile, probably. That's what I would expect.
And Justin had a lot of trouble. I feel like he's been having a lot of trouble lately. You know, with not only matchups but character selection. Like he's kind of bouncing onto the Chun. He's trying to figure out exactly who he wants to play. And I think lately when you see Justin play, like especially when he's at home streaming and he's playing against a lot of good players, he looks like he's at that level. But in a tournament, I don't think he's been performing to where he
I'm with you.
is expected to perform. You know.
Yeah.
And especially I think after watching Punk kind of demolish Do over at NCR.
Yeah, you got to say Punk is on a different level, and I think everybody when it comes to Karen play.
Yeah, but I think really if you're Justin, you got to see that and figure out the strategy and try to apply it, you know?
I know he's been searching. He's been looking for the strats.
Yeah, I think one of the big differences between Justin and Punk is that the whip punishes don't always count when Justin gets them, right? He lands probably a similar amount of whip punishes, if not more, but he usually doesn't get big damage. 2 bars spent.
4 mix-up and didn't get much out of it.
There's a clean flash kick. Dude does have V-Trigger available. Activates. He's just going to gain some space for himself. Justin cannot jump here or the flash kick would come out.
Look at this. The blocks. He's played Marvel.
Yeah, not a tough mix-up for Justin to see.
Oh, that was so smart.
Oh,
no, Justin Wong.
What happened? Oh,
Oh,
gosh.
I ended up taking it, but wow, I
don't
love
love
it.
it.
No, you don't love it?
I don't love the drop.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm with you there. But when it comes to the Fierce not
Nothing?
canceled?
Yeah,
Oh, that was so good.
that was pretty good. I'm just concerned, you know? Like, that is a game-winning combo.
Right.
Man, that is dangerous for Justin for sure. And Do, I think that flash kick was a good bet. Had it landed, he would have won the round, but yeah. Activation, good whip punish from Justin, but didn't turn it into more. Just gets the record knockdown.
Still trying to control things. Love that range.
Yeah, that one, step back into that jab anti-air was great.
Justin moving forward still. Trying to make things happen.
Other side, man, he's very close to taking this. He's gonna get the critical R. Be huge damage here for Justin Wong.
Yeah, I think he needs one more little hit.
No!
Why do I even say it, Steven? I don't know.
James wasn't even here and you got hit by
Why?
it.
I don't even know why. I feel like that it always kills. I know. But come always.
Man, I
though?
was educating.
Actually, always.
I was educating Eli earlier about commentary option selects for supers.
Yeah, you can definitely do those, but
You can
sometimes you
definitely
gotta
OS
just
it.
make the bet.
Yeah, only when you know. That was definitely a bad bet, man. That's rough. I don't know how you'll ever recover.
I don't know how. We'll see. Anyway, I really like how Justin played a lot of that. I like, as we said, the fierce not canceled into anything. I love the range that he put himself at pretty consistently, where he could anti-air with Karen. Not easy to do. And his mix-ups up close were good. Other than a couple of drops, I thought he played very well.
Interesting. So a character switch for NuckleDo. Or not a character switch, a color switch, but nothing else. I expected maybe that he might go to the Mika, but sticks it out with Guile. And I think you can see Justin piecing together a lot of the ideas that Punk has, which was maximizing the whip punishes a little bit better. And he's playing at a range where Do cannot safely throw that light punch boom, which is really the cornerstone to Guile gameplay. There's that throw. He does not get a follow-up off of that forward
See
throw.
that walk up? There was no jump. He just was confident in walking up to the right spot. That is a great way to play against Guile. The bulldogging, and Justin's making it count.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
look at this guy.
And there's a stun already, so huge lead for Justin in this round. Not going to close it out, but anything will do it.
He just wants to get one more. The jump jab of all things.
And the boom activation is a no-go. I think the problem here is that Do is kind of passing up on the footsies before he can like get it started, you know? If you want to throw booms in someone's face, you got to establish that you're going to have buttons there to make them block. If you don't do that first, then, you know, boom is not as threatening. Like, at this range, yeah, you got to play that ground game, make him afraid of stuff like that, and then you can throw your light punch boom.
Yeah, this is the first fierce in that kind of situation, and now you see
it
more
already.
of these
Yeah,
Sobats as well. Yeah, he's picked up on the same thing.
Way more buttons, and that's what you need. You got to hit that forward medium kick, make Justin afraid, make him walk backwards to whip punish, then you throw the boom.
Interrupt. D now gets to control. This is a very strong position for him. Stun, going to be the round via waddling into the flash kick.
They crawl on over, and he gets the job done. So, Do, you know, now I think that's a perfect choice, the waddle, because Punk can't copy that the way he did the little down, down, down. So it's his own thing. I like that. Sets out that V-skill, and you see a lot more blocking and a lot more walking back from Justin. He's looking to whip punish, and that means that Do can throw booms a little bit more, although that one doesn't work.
Expectation was there at the right time for Justin. Okay, some extra movement from Do, a little bit different than how he had played before. His adaptation is working.
A lot of neutral jumps from Do. You got to expect that Justin might snipe it with that EX Tenko. Back throw.
All right. Oh, yeah. Wow, step kick into super. What a choice.
He's got
that
no
means the trigger's
V-trigger.
gone.
Yeah,
Right.
he loses his V-trigger instantly, but he does have the boom to follow behind. The mix-up, and Justin, he does play Marvel, but we all know how good Just Go Low is.
Yeah,
in any
right,
game.
Yeah.
And so the closeout from Do, and I really think that the adjustment was the buttons in neutral. Way more.
Yeah.
You got to establish the buttons before you can go to the booms, and then use the booms to establish the buttons. You know, it's one of those relationships that work like that, and Do has now figured that out and has really adapted to what Justin was doing at the start of that.
Yeah, earlier in the set, Justin, as we were saying, was walking a lot, getting just the bulldog.
Yeah, walk up to your face,
Move up close on
crouching
the
medium
ground.
punch.
Yeah, exactly. But if there are buttons coming out of Guile, then that's not as viable.
Yes. So, you know, as Justin's counter to that is, okay, you want to hit buttons? I'll walk forward, walk back. And during that walk back, now Do is throwing booms.
Yes.
Which is the adjustment. And then Justin says, okay, you want to throw booms? I'm going to walk up and hit a button. Do beats him to the punch with forward medium kick, or back fierce, right?
You know, Justin also had the jump over the boom in that last round too.
Yeah.
Another counter to that. So they're playing a lot of these little back and forth kind of options.
It's the mid-match adjustments that you have to make, you know. And that's what you see. What? The
What
jet
are you
upper?
doing?
The American Fierce right at the start? Oh, man. That was, he was letting freedom ring. For that Liberty back Fierce. Doesn't find it. Oh, he found it that time.
Big chance now for Justin.
Missed the knockdown.
Pretty cautious.
Oh, goes all in, and the punish, he has
Wow.
V-trigger. Yeah, he's going to get a lot of space off of this. No, he goes for the flash kick.
That's something he's been doing more often.
A lot of Guiles, actually. I think the first one to really do it a lot is probably Daigo.
Justin is still in this. If he finds a hit, maybe one more mix-up after that.
Duke can chip him. He's got to be very careful about critical arch.
Yes,
here.
had to.
Yeah,
There
of
it
course,
is.
spend it. I think Do had maybe thought about not spending it, but after Justin got that side switch, if you look at that light bar, Do was one hit from losing, so you got to go for it. Just spend the gauge.
As a result, he's at match point.
Now, a lot more booms from Do, as you can see.
That range.
And then the button afterwards.
Okay, punish though. A little bit too frisky.
And you see Do, he walks back like he's going to throw a boom and then moves forward for the forward medium kick or something else to try to throw Justin off. Not working here though, and Justin gets that corner position.
The jump timing.
It's perfect range where Justin was in cross-up range. Combo off of it, but oh yeah, that knee spacing. Look at that knee.
Justin with a big chance now. Corner. He has all the resources.
Yeah, count it. That is
How much will he spend?
And got him. That is going to be the round for Justin Wong. Builds a little bit of extra gauge in the back throw. Back throw builds you the most meter, generally with most characters. So.
And that means it's match point now for both. So we've seen these adaptations back and forth about how to play on the ground, about where to jump in. We'll see what they end up on.
Excellent interrupt on the dash. Didn't get a ton of damage. He's a little too far to flash kick probably, so he just went for the boom.
Lovely stuff by Justin, moving forward at the right spots. And do you see how little he's doing there? He was very patient.
Yeah, he's waiting. He's trying to see what Justin will do and react. He's trying to play that sit and wait game. There's the flash kick.
Just not a good range to jump at.
And the jump in from Do instead, that trade on that NCR jab is not good for Justin.
But that's it. I like that he maintains control because of it. He's able to keep the corner. Very important right now.
Put it in a one-guess kind of scenario for Knuckle Do here. Oh, the
what?
Man.
Oh my gosh, the anti-air is there. Now Do has the corner for himself. Trigger. No, he backs off.
Yeah, I think Justin, big mistake there with that jump over, but it
too.
worked out. Activation doesn't get it. That's a punish. One more guess here, and that's that. Justin Wong over Knuckle Do.
Okay. Knuckle Do, Capcom Cup champion. He knows that everybody's coming for him because of that. And for Justin, as we said, it's been, you know, a road to find ways to get himself back in that top level.
Yes.
Because he hasn't really been there. Of course, he has the ability to do it. We just saw that he has the ability to do it. He wasn't there until now, and I liked a lot of what he did in that match.
Yeah, I think a lot of it was really kind of him figuring out that strategy that Punk had and then applying it to his own game, which is something that's so important, right? And you can see it throughout the set. You know, there was this first game where Justin, a lot of walk down pressure, and now that bait. And then the missed combo.
Yeah,
oh
that
my
kind of
gosh.
sucked, but hey, other than that, it was cool.
Yeah, it was definitely concerning. This is that second game where Do made his own adjustment, right? And he had a lot more of those buttons before booms. And that's an important part about the match for sure. And the final game, of course, the jet upper. Jeez.
Love it.
Man.
And then this,
terrifying.
that was a big risk, and it really didn't pay off. This could have been much worse for him. This could have been Do controlling things, and he backed off. I wonder if he now regrets that.
I think he should have activated the V-trigger in the corner and just gone for the pressure.
Right.
He would have guaranteed himself a little bit of offense and then probably got something after, but you know, gave it up instead, and that'll do it. So Justin Wong over Knuckle Do.
Sometimes you got to live with those decisions.
Waving at the screen,
Little
happy
cutie.
as ever. Yeah, he's always a happy, upbeat guy. He got a new haircut, speaking of that. He was like, yeah, I don't know if I like it, but everybody does it nowadays, so I did it.
He doesn't look a day over 39, too. It's awesome.
A day over 39.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the reality is that he is.
Yeah, I know exactly. It's crazy, right?
But he looks great. And Phenom over on the other side, that's not even going to become relevant to him for
20 years?
18 years.
How old is he?
I heard he turns 21 this weekend.
Oh, 21, huh? Okay.
This weekend.
I thought he was 20. Or no, I thought he was 19.
He was.
I thought he was 19.
He also was 19 at one point.
That is true.
In losers, by the way, we got to let you know that Yukadon versus Mono is happening right now. Dogura will play the winner. Then K-Brad will play the winner of Oil King versus Momochi. Knuckle Do versus Snake Eyes is happening. They will play the winner of LPN versus loser of this thing right here. And then Daigo beat Commander Jesse, which means that Daigo will play either Xiaohai or Punk.
Nice.
There are some marquee matchups happening.
Yeah, that is serious business, and I imagine you guys will get to see some of that pretty soon here.
As always, a ton of good things are happening all at once. Hard to get everything on the stream, but we're doing our best.
Here it is.
We got a good one coming up for you now.
Gamer B and Phenom. This is a winner's bracket match.
It sure is. Winner of this will play against Justin Wong to make it into top 8.
Justin Wong. Put himself in that spot, huh?
EG Justin. I mean, Echo Fox Justin. Weird.
That's the one. It's almost like 7 years of it burned into your brain.
Tell me about it.
Or however long it was. It was a long time.
In the meantime, we got Green Lobo versus Nikali.
Yeah, you do.
You do? Look at that guy.
Oh, that was a sick whip punish on the roundhouse that was on the way out. Activates. And yeah, Gamer B has a very different style.
Oh no, his stick died.
The stick, man.
Oh boy, he is not happy at all. I could see it in his face. There was exasperation.
Man, Man.
Or something else happened because the forward is now stuck. I don't know what the deal is, but one stick is not working at all, and the other one is stuck on forward. So that doesn't make any sense to me at all.
It doesn't to me either. That is weird. There's some kind of weird error happening here.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like it's either player's fault, really.
Right? If one character is walking forward for no reason, and the other guy is just stuck.
Yeah. I don't know what to tell you. Well, we'll get a word on what they're going to do in terms of the tournament here, but that is a very odd situation to come up.
Yeah, that is really weird. I've never actually seen that.
Me neither.
That's very strange. Man.
Yeah, it's not even one stick. They were both doing something screwy. One of them just stopped working, and the other one was stuck on forward.
Gamerby's stick not working, and then his controller just moving forward.
Yeah.
It's like a PS4 controller.
That's right. It's not even a joystick. Yeah, it's a PS4.
It's like
controller.
two completely different things. That's so weird.
Yeah, so, I don't know. Something with the system, hard to know. But we'll see.
Man, look at all the people swarming the stage to get their opinion in.
Right, yeah.
And always in these situations, that's always what happens. Right? Like, somebody's got to come on the stage and be like, oh, what happened? Oh, yeah, like, maybe it's, I think that it's probably your fault or his fault. Or
Look, so we'll wait for the TO. Of course, this is an event being run by CEO
Dang, look
Bailey.
at Oil King. Oil King ran up to the stage to support his boy.
Look at that. Yeah, the hand on the back of the chair there. He is ready.
Yeah, he is like, yo, if this throws down into a tag team match, we're definitely prepared. Oil King, that guy's the homie. Definitely.
He seems like a nice guy.
That right there, I actually know that he's the real deal. Now that I've seen that, I know that he's a good dude.
Well, we'll find out again what's going on. We got, as I said, Bailey running the whole thing. You got Capcom there on the stage running things as well. One of the stream runners, or the stream runner, really. So we got good FGC sorts running this shindig.
Yeah.
We're redoing it. That
redo.
seems to make sense.
Yeah.
Because again, it just
and you can see there,
seemed like either player was at fault.
Yeah, it's an Xbox pad, and it's just a normal stick.
Yeah.
It's the two things that we've got going on here. So a weird scenario that they both stopped working for whatever reason. Maybe if they were playing on the Razer Panthera, the official fight stick of the Capcom Pro Tour, they wouldn't have issues. I mean, that's all the recommendation that I can make.
You never know, man. Yeah, so
seems like an easy
pad
thing
with the Brooks. The Brooks converter had some update or required an update
because of a new PS4 firmware.
But
firmware,
presumably that's something that
Phenom
was aware of.
Yeah.
He is playing at that level where he knows. Well, all right. We're just going to run it again. Zowie Gamer B coming up now against BX3 Phenom. Taiwan versus Norway.
All right, first round of the other match. I think it kind of told the story of these two. Gamer B, the much more kind of like in the pocket style of player. And Phenom, much more about the offense, taking risks. That's kind of his style, as you can see the dash forward already.
Yeah, some people call Gamer B a wild man. I don't really agree with that. I think he's much better at controlling things.
Yeah, I think he takes risks sometimes like we all do.
Everybody has to, of course.
But yeah, I think he is pretty close to the chest most of the time,
Try to get an anti-air jab, it was not there. But Phenom, look, Phenom has fantastic neutral game as well, but he does, I think, prefer to play that risky stuff.
All right, gets the corner carry on that. Oh, the meaty. Too far to combo.
Yeah, and he knew it. Didn't overextend. Look at this. He's trying to control things. Still, for Phenom, there's no trigger. He has it, but hasn't activated.
Yeah, he just got it a second ago. Meaty.
He's not going to get a chance!
Yeah, and it was something on Wake Up, maybe jump, I guess. Got caught by the Standing Fierce, just grounded, no counter hit or anything. So yeah, Phenom, he loses that first round there, and I think a lot of it was due to maybe some impatience of him moving around and stuff.
He was definitely moving around a lot.
As Gamerby kind of waited him out, yeah, with stuff like that uppercut. And there's one of his own on Wake Up.
Phenom's not afraid to do it. The question is, when's he going to do it? You might know he's prone to it, but it doesn't mean that you're going to get so
Look at how much more V-Gauge Gamerby has. They have the same life, but check out the difference on the bottom left, right? Yeah. He really focuses on capitalizing that V-Gauge. So now at the exact same life, he has a full gauge over Phenom.
And in both rounds so far, he's been able to activate. Phenom died last round without activating V-Trigger. It's rare that you see that, even in a loss from Nakali.
And there's the throw now. Phenom does have this trigger. Oh, he got him, and he spends it.
Did you see the weight?
Beautiful. The backdash, actually.
Indeed. I love it. And now he can, with one more mix-up, still take it without Phenom having
activated.
Oh,
he went for command throw. That's going to be a huge punish.
Damn, that's a big thing. He's going to take the round, Steven!
Yeah, he is. That does a ridiculous amount of damage.
It does.
Even though they lowered it, it does a lot.
Yeah, he had that trigger. So ended up working out, but I feel like that was it was a close one. Could have gone the other way.
Ooh, whip punish. That sweep was a little too far to combo. So yeah, I think a lot of that was a rare scenario where I think GamerB overextended himself. That was like, we said that he takes a risk sometimes, right? Yeah. And that was the one. But clean uppercut, as usual, you expect from the guy.
Yep. Great anti-airs. Always keeping his eye on it.
Phenom's moving a lot more. It's preventing GamerB from having easy access to building that V gauge, right?
Well, he's still building it.
Yeah, now he's got 2 or 3 of them in a row.
He's got the trigger ready to go already.
Activate. Oh, he really wanted it fierce there, though. Does he wake up with the uppercut? Yeah, see, he baited it. He was really afraid. That might be an option he goes for.
This is such a tough situation now where both they have such movement speed, and it's hard to know where the other one's going to be. So you could bring your big dash out, and all of a sudden the guy's not there. As big as your dash is.
Oh, man, that was a huge jump. No gauge spent, though. Does go for the meaty. And there it is. He just gets tagged at the end of that. Was moving.
Phenom taking the first game.
Yeah, so really closed it out, I think, by some impatience from GamerB.
Yeah.
Especially at the end there, he tried to jump or do something.
Clearly tried to do something. Not sure what it was. Whatever it was not the right call. He looked great earlier in that set.
Yeah, for
early
sure.
in that game, but Phenom ended up doing a little bit better there.
All right, so they're back into it. And yeah, I think Phenom, like his ability, right? So he takes a lot of risks and he makes some guesses sometimes. But his ability to be right is like super ridiculously high. Like, it's like he's playing roulette, but constantly, he's like an 85% win rate. And it's like, how does that even happen?
It's tough. Did you see him pump for Dragon Punch and he decided not to? He walked under. This is a big chance now for Phenom.
And he chooses to maximize his V gauge.
There was so much that crush counter into the V skill as well. That was a good bar plus.
Yeah, so now he's got trigger with a lead over GamerB here. No anti-air from him.
But the activation. And now he's ready to go. So I love GamerB just brings it out.
Oh man, this is such a scary position. Yeah, as you mentioned, the buffer. So important. And the jump back. Okay, he got him again.
That's the mobility I mean. It's just hard to know where the other guy's going to be in this matchup.
Yeah, both characters so fast.
Very difficult to play a normal footsie game. Very difficult to even jump or dash.
Oh, missed. Just a big punish, and that's that.
The jump over was good enough. The mobility was there.
Man, GamerB just had a huge boing. He just shut his eyes there for a solid couple of seconds and was like, all right, I got to figure this out.
Yeah. He's tried that overhead a few times. Each time, Phenom has either blocked or jabbed out of it.
And yeah, I think this is getting a little scrambly, and it might be slipping out of GamerB's hands.
Yeah, to the extent that there's a scramble going on, I do think that's better for Phenom than it is for GamerB.
All right, I mean, that was a chance for GamerB to get a knockdown, and immediately just gets out of there with the EX uppercut.
No anti-air. He even, I thought, pumped for it beforehand, and he just didn't bring it out.
That was like 4 jumps in a row from Phenom, too. And another one, oh man, I can't believe he didn't uppercut it.
Huge chance now. GamerB trying to take advantage.
Oh, he missed it.
Bruce! What's going on over there?
Gets the corner carry, and no gauge for GamerB, and that might do it. Yeah, I think a lot of just
a lot of stuff went wrong.
A lot of issues, yeah.
A lot of stuff went wrong there for GamerB.
And you can really
took advantage.
Yeah, you could really tell. Man, that is rough for sure. I feel like GamerB had a similar loss over there when he was playing at E-League, where he tried to anti-air uppercut and he had like he got a critical art instead, and then like it just really led to a collapse of everything.
This seemed like such a good situation for him, and it just
dropped.
Threw it away, unfortunately.
I mean, he didn't even optimize the combo. If he was gonna spend gauge, he could have done roundhouse, V trigger, down fierce, and then he could have gone for way more. But
that's true.
Instead, the combo he did go to didn't work out, and so that's unfortunate for him.
Okay.
We got another Zowie member coming up. That was Zowie's GamerB. We have Zowie Oil King, who was out there fighting for his mans. He saw him up on the stage and was like, wait a minute, what's happening here? I need my input. And he was up there fighting, and he's going to be playing up against Echo Fox's Momochi.
So that's in loser's side. Before we get there, I just want to run down the top 12 in winner's side, because we know it.
Yeah, we got it now.
At this point, it's going to be CJ Truth versus Alex Myers, then Cien versus Ricky Ortiz. Those 4 will meet up. Yes. Winner of that. And then the other side of winners is Haitani versus Goichi, and then Justin Wong versus Phenom. That's the winners.
Yeah, so a lot of really interesting matches. I think there is a good spread of international and American talent in there, for sure.
Yeah, and different regions, even internationally. You got Europe there for Phenom, fighting out of Norway. You got Goichi, Japan. You got Xian out of Singapore.
Yep.
Got a bunch of different stuff going on. Haitani, of course, Japan as well.
Japan also, yeah. There's a good spread of characters, players, and a lot to check out. But this is Oil King. You can see there on the left side of your screen, and Momochi on the right. As you mentioned, a losers bracket match, and the match we will have up next after this is gonna be a good one. It'll be Shanghai versus Punk,
and the stakes are high for all of these. Winner of this will play against K-Brad, Oil King or Momochi. Loser, of course, goes home. We're in the loser side. And then a little bit lower, Punk versus Shanghai. That should be a good one. Winner will play against Daigo.
Punk versus Shanghai. Winner plays Daigo, and that's not even qualified for top 8.
Right. I feel like that could be
all top 8 matches, probably.
That could be top 3.
Yeah, why not?
It could be top 3, really.
Why not?
But it's not going to be this weekend. Only one of those is going to move on out of those 3.
Momochi has abandoned and re-abandoned and unabandoned Ken like 5 times, but he is back.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting that he chooses Ken in some matchups still. I mean, he has said that he's going to stick with Ken for some matchups.
Yeah.
Which ones, though, is the question, and interesting to see that he goes with Ken in this matchup.
Yeah, I don't love this
Rashid.
matchup for Ken.
I think I'm a little surprised, honestly.
Yeah, I feel like this is much better for Ibuki than it would be for Ken. But we'll see if he's got some strategy in it. You know, oh, that was a clean whip punish. I think it takes a pretty high level to space out and whip punish that Crouching Fierce from Rashid. It's an incredibly difficult move to deal with.
Crouching Fierce is one of the better moves in the game. Now, I know Ken has some good ways to deal with button into Whirlwind.
He used to have better ways.
That was really good, though. I love that Rashid established that V-skill cancel over in the first place, because that means now that Momochi's going to have to worry about punishing button into Whirlwind.
Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 things that he's got to consider there now.
Yeah, lots of interesting little mind games like that.
Excellent neutral jump from Momochi, gets out of the way of that.
The jump, I don't know why.
I don't know why. Everybody jumps
Everybody
back.
does it. I don't know. It's like you want to hit him as he's eagle kicking over, but that's just, it doesn't really happen like that most of the time.
Maybe just DP him. I don't know. It feels like a better option. Difficult to do, though, for sure. And Momochi really wants to activate this V-trigger here. Got a little antsy and ran into the button.
Momochi with his trademark slow game. He jumps out. Doesn't spend V-reversal anywhere. He wants to keep trigger for that comeback. And maybe this is the start.
Okay, he's going to have throw loop here. Oh, he baited it. He has 2 gauges.
Oh my gosh.
That'll do it. Man, Momochi. That was crazy.
There's that slow play. He's so good at that, and with a character that it just doesn't seem built for it. I really gotta tell you. And in fact, I told Momochi the last time. In fact, at South by Southwest last time we were in Austin, I told him I don't think you're playing Ken as Ken. I think you're playing it as Momochi. He said, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. He said, let me do what I want, David. All right.
Yeah, I was like, that's awesome, cool, dude. But maybe like a different character.
Someone that lets you turtle and a little bit more options on the ground for sure. Like, I think in Season 1 it worked because back medium punch was such a good interrupter and whip punisher, but now it's like he doesn't have that as much anymore.
But you can still see that he's keeping this range where he can counter poke things and he can play slowly and he can react to stuff. And that's all pretty effective. Meanwhile, hit and run stuff coming out of Oil King.
Yeah, playing a real funky style for sure. Oh, big jump over. This is a huge chance for Momo.
Momochi jumped in almost the same exact situation last round, but Oil King didn't expect it this time.
Oh, we tried Crouching Fierce. I think that's a good option to deal with both wall clings, and that was a good chase down.
But it might happen again.
One more.
Hit.
Yeah, you see the backdash?
Didn't want to deal with Super.
Yeah, Super Chip is a real threat.
Oh, Eagle kick in it! Hey, you know what?
As we said earlier, you should always jump back.
Always
That's
jump
what we've
back.
been saying all day. Just jump back.
I don't know why, but people don't always jump back.
It beats it every time. Man, there it is. Momochi takes it with an excellent jump back.
Yes, perfectly timed.
The best thing to do in that scenario. And Oil King got to think about it here. I think that Momochi just showed a level of comfort in the matchup that I don't think Oil King is rivaling.
Fight.
So I think it seems like he, obviously he's played against Ken, but it's just maybe not a Ken of this style. Wow,
well, it's a very unusual, idiosyncratic style. Nobody else plays Ken this way.
So different to deal with. And even if they try this style, they don't have the ability to play this slow and have this good of whip punishing and spacing for forever.
Right. Very hard to duplicate.
Momochi blocks his way out of there. That whole series does a lot of chip and a lot of great life.
That whirlwind's still coming. Nice work.
Caught him reaching there. Oh, the juggle.
Beautiful. That said, now Trigger's on deck, and maybe Momochi starts to play, because each round has gone like that so far. It's safe stuff.
It's been like activate V-trigger off of a button or you know, some kind of cancel.
He just waited until that one hit, and then the one hit happens and he takes the thing.
No uppercut, but no throw bait either. He's not out of this. He does have V-trigger, as you mentioned. The dangerous thing, but the rolling, what a time, actually. I'm surprised Ken's Fireball had so much recovery there.
Yeah.
Round 2. Fight.
Still with that hit and run stuff out of Rashid. The
How does
mobility is so
Momochi
strong.
never get frustrated or start playing faster, right? It's so crazy that he's willing to play this pace. Like, watching him start this round with nothing.
Yeah, he will routinely go 10-15 seconds without pressing a button, and then the one he's hit so far in these 20 seconds we played was Whiff Punish, Stand Strong, into Hurricane.
The lifespan of the buttons on his arcade stick must be ridiculous. Like Alex Vine needs a new stick every 2 days.
Yeah.
But Momochi probably could use it for 10 years.
I feel like he's really pressed 5 buttons at most in this round, and it's 40 seconds old.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. The trade combo in the favor of Oil King.
Yeah. But good positioning for Oil King. He's got the corner for himself, controlling things. I was about to say he didn't overextend. He's jumped a couple of times, but still managed to be okay.
Mochi gets the throw. Oh, OS? I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'm not sure, but...
Hard to tell, because that was just a weird situation.
Was it?
I really don't... I don't know.
I have no
ask him
idea.
later, honestly. It looked like it because it was so automatic.
Dude, it literally looked like... Yeah, it looked like an old Street Fighter 4 type OS. Back in the olden days.
Yeah.
Oh, no uppercut again. He tried to walk under. Not going to be enough.
He's just going to do super. I don't know if
Even
Ken
if he
does anything
uppercut,
about this.
yeah,
I don't think that would work. I don't think that would work. There's a lot of invincibility on this super.
I don't even think Momochi tried anything, to be honest. I think he
still.
just kind of took his hands on the stick.
No,
Right.
Momochi's been playing Rashid himself.
Yeah, he has been playing this character a little bit. He threw him the thumbs up, though, so no switch to Ibuki. He's going to stay with this character.
Thinking about that probable option select, it was in a situation where, you know, the backdash was fine because Ken couldn't have gotten a true meaty.
Yeah.
So crouching short, and if the opponent's there, fine, crouching short. But if not, that means that they backdashed or jumped back maybe, and EX Hurricane would chase both. I gotta look into
knows?
it. I
He's a
gotta look
ninja.
into it later. Yeah,
He's a ninja. That's all we know.
love it though.
Maybe he just buffered and it came out.
Yeah, right.
We're like, what is this?
We're still talking about
Wizard on.
5 minutes later.
Yeah, that covers both rises, actually. That double jab into the light kick. Clean down fierce that time. Momochi one hit from getting this round now. Activation.
Okay. Walks up and blocks it, and then just the buttons from Momochi, who was ready.
And stuck that back medium punch right out there, hit confirmed in. That's what his strength is, I feel like, especially in Season 1.
Yeah.
When that thing was 4 frames.
Now
That was just the business.
a lot of fools will jump back when they see the V-trigger coming out of Rashid. That's crazy, though. What you should do instead, as he just did, was walk up and block.
Yeah.
Make sure you're never jumping.
Never. It never works. Could never get you around, especially deep in a bracket.
No.
Oh, challenge with the uppercut. Interesting from Momochi. Man, tech throw into sweep. The super silver strat worked out for Oil King there. No uppercut. I feel like the jump timing is really thrown off Momochi.
And it's jumped early fierce in a lot of situations, making Momochi have to block earlier than he, I think, would want to.
Advantage, yeah, and he gets out of there.
I'm really impressed with Momochi's defense always, but I'm so impressed with it against Rashid in particular because I feel Rashid's so good offensively, and a lot of people will spend V-meter a lot just to get the character away, but Momochi's almost never done that. He's consistently been able to build and use V-trigger.
Man, those couple of dashes caught Momochi off guard. I think the approach options from Oil King are really throwing him off. Activation. Okay, he'll get the mix-up here. But the wake-up button, another uppercut?
Wow. Risky stuff. Yeah, that's it.
That's it?
That's
yeah,
it.
it'll be stunned, and Momochi's going to be able to take it over Oil King. The headset already removed. Handshake for sure. Oh, man, he didn't want to let it go. That was a tough loss for sure. I feel like he was kind of hanging out. Like it wasn't the end of the world. And then all of a sudden, Momochi got that V-trigger, and he took like 3 risks with uppercuts that round.
Yeah, and in other rounds as well, even though there weren't such risks, there was still that slow play, waiting for the V-trigger.
Oh, man.
Get the stuff. That's how it happened a lot. Let's take another look at this, because it just was very impressive a lot of the time from Momochi. Offensively, patience, defensively as well.
He was down a lot of life here, and then that EX uppercut comes out. It's like, it's such a big risk, but it was such a funky style. Counter hit, gets the confirm off of it. Very smart not to go for back medium punch. I think the counter hit pushback probably wouldn't have made it a combo. And he gets the jump fierce to close it out. Nice work to Momochi.
It's almost like watching a Season 1 Ken with that comeback ability. You don't see it quite as often now, but he did that pretty consistently in that set. So we move on. Momochi stays alive. He gets to play against K-Brad as a result in losers, but now we're going to move down to the bottom of the losers bracket, which you can check out at smash.gg. Click on the Dreamhack there. Click on Street Fighter V after that. This is Xiaohai versus Punk. Again, winner will play against Daigo.
Man, that's going to be a good one. And I think that's going to be the next match. Like, I think they're going to run that back-to-back. So that should be excellent to see. Punk in the losers bracket. He was telling me that he kind of likes losers. He was like, yeah, when I'm in losers, it's kind of cool because I get to eliminate people.
Okay. All right.
It was also an option select because he definitely lost CJ Truth.
Sure did.
I was trying to come up with some kind of excuse.
That was not beforehand. Like,
no,
that was after he lost.
Yeah, he definitely lost and then was like, oh, yeah, I actually like being losers. I was like, yeah, sure.
But when you're in losers, everybody talks about it being a shark pit and how those shark-infested waters are dangerous. But if you're the shark,
yeah,
that's just feeding time for you.
Yeah, you're just hanging out. And he's carved a path through losers, you know, in this last little bit here because he got dropped, I think, even before the winners finals of his pool. So yeah, he's made it all the way out here, and CJ Truth was the guy who dropped him in the losers. In case you guys didn't know.
that was in winners finals of the pool.
Was it winners finals? Okay.
It was. But yeah, since then he had to beat Magneto 1080p, very strong player here in Texas. Vagabond too, who's been traveling and doing well, beat Daigo a couple times actually, and now he's got to play against Xiaohai.
And there he is. You can see it on the screen here. And Punk actually mentioned to me that he was kind of thinking about Cammy mirroring him.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't know if you're...
buddy.
Yeah, I know you're the alpha, but there's, you know, a level.
Right. And, you know, Xiaohai, look,
Xiaohai is the Omega.
Best, but Xiaohai did not look like he was the best when he played earlier against Titani. He got 2-0'd, and not only that, but he had some clear mistakes.
Yeah, exactly. And that's a stun already. Uh-oh. Man, Punk looking so strong. Overhead, and that's the round.
That was pretty wild.
So... you know, we mentioned consistency issues for Xiaohai. He is either the beta or the omega. There is no in-between.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough for him to play. I mean, I've talked with him a little bit about that stuff, and he recognizes it. Yeah. He knows it, and he doesn't know what to do about it. How do I always play what? I don't know.
I don't know. Especially, I feel like some styles are consistent, but his style is very difficult to emulate and play consistently, right? Like, his style is based on immediate reaction time and like risk taking and being prepared, and all those things are not something that's consistent, you know.
It's hard, but I don't know. Punk it.
Oh, too far. Got hit, and he has critical art on deck. Will spend it.
So that was good looking stuff.
Got a pixel left. We'll see what Punk has. Ah, the panic uppercut is a no-go,
and there's a wry smile coming out of Punk. A little nod of the head as you see as how that went. You gotta take the bet sometimes, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta try it.
Yeah.
Doesn't work out. Xiaohai had already committed his gauge. Oh, and he tried to hit confirm Tenko.
And no punish.
There's a whip punish. Good range now for Punk for sure. I feel like he was playing the ground game well, but this is dangerous now.
I love this mobility.
Crushed. And he'll be able to side switch here if he wants to. He does. But doesn't overcommit on offense. You can see he kind of just backed off.
Yeah, you know, he's been pretty strong in controlling the neutral game for the most part. Not all the time, but for the most part. And I feel like that's what he's content to do. And indeed, via controlling the ground, he manages to dash up and get the round. So Punk takes game one. Xiaohai with the big sigh.
And only one hand on the chin this time.
Oh, but it's finding all sorts of places on the chin. Front, side, underneath. You can't hear me, Punk. What are you laughing about?
Somebody back there is yelling something.
You know, Punk was very clear to me that he thought that I'm a curse to him. Because I called him to win Capcom Cup this year. And whenever I've been in an event commentating, he hasn't won it.
Oh, really?
That's right. And so he was very clear to me to say that he's terrible. Okay. That he wants you to say he's terrible. And I was like, Punk, I can't lie to the people. But he said, you got to do it, David. And I'm all right.
That sounds exactly what he would say, actually.
It was what he said.
Punk is actually pretty hilarious.
He is.
He's a goober for sure. I like the V-skill use already. I think that's important in this matchup.
Ooh, that walk under. Very confident.
Oh, what a block, man. That's scary. It's going to be double roundhouse, as you can see. Big stun.
What a lucky guy.
Oh, man. You know what? Xiaohai wasn't mashing out a stun until that. That was the moment where he was like, all right, you know what?
Tried to interrupt, but not to anything. Punk still has the corner control. Somehow, this terrible player managing to control the corner.
And Xiaohai in a really interesting position here. He does have the V trigger.
Any button's going to kill him.
Oh,
Out of the air, though.
Yeah, so he didn't get the combo off of it.
Look at this patience by Punk. He knows, again, all he needs is one hit. No, maybe he needed two. There's the two.
And there's the miss from Xiaohai. Rare that you see that kind of stuff when he's playing on point. But when he's playing, I feel like when he's not playing well, he does it a lot.
Yeah.
You know, he has a lot of those moments where he just kind of...
Yeah, it's just clearly difficult for him to get out of his own head about it. He knows, I dropped something. I gotta start playing well again. And when you're thinking that, it's hard to actually do the things you need to do.
Yeah, you just gotta play well. You don't gotta think about, overthink about it. And that's what is happening here for sure.
Yeah.
Pressure now. And there's the throw. Very close to stun and very close to being the round. He has enough gauge to kill. Oh, he went all in?
Not only that, but he went right into the super. And the eye roll over the moon!
Man, that reaction from Xiaohai was golden. I'm sure the boys in production.
Wow, can we get a replay of that one?
Yeah, I need to see that. That reaction. Oh, and the head shake is still happening.
Oh, he is not happy at all. There's the teabag. There's actually teabags going around that have Punk's picture on them.
Wow, he threw it to the guy that beat him? I don't think it really works, right?
That doesn't make much sense to me.
No.
I mean, if you're CJ, you just put that in a cup and you brew it, because, hey, you're drinking them.
Yeah, he was cooked. That's
he was
for sure.
cooked.
That he was cooked for sure.
Okay. Check it out. Look at the eyes.
Oh, man. He couldn't even. He looked at him and then had to be. Yeah,
he's still doing it. Oh, there was more, too.
There was more rolling in the whole head. Like, he was like. All right, that's it. I mean, if you want to be that kind of like he was like, you want to beat me that bad, I'll let you have it. Like he was just like, man, you silly.
Again, I feel bad for Xiaohai because I know he is so strong, and sometimes he clearly shows that. And then there are matches like the last two we saw him play against Haitani and then against Punk, and he's just not there in the same way.
Yeah.
He wasn't. He was missing confirms. He was accidentally canceling when he didn't want to be. When he was trying to confirm, and he screwed it up. He wasn't getting some of the combos. He wasn't dealing with Punk's ground game in the way that he could. I don't know. It's hard to give advice in that situation.
Who is like interrupting dashes and like whip punishing everything. He's like uppercutting through fireballs. Like when he's playing like that, unbeatable. But it's just he's got to figure out a way to play like that consistency.
Very tough to do.
We have some more of the bracket that we can take a peek at here. So Punk plays against Daigo now.
Yes.
Have they ever played in bracket?
That I'm not
trying
sure.
to think. I don't.
Not that I can recall.
Remember that match happening. I know we have a lot of winners bracket matches, which we talked about. We have a bunch of losers bracket matches. There's a lot going on here.
Yeah, so to repeat winners, CJ Truth versus Alex Myers, Razor Cien versus EG Ricky Ortiz, GRPT Haitani versus Goichi, and then Echo Fox Justin Wong versus Phenom. Those are the winners, top 12. And then in losers side, Dogura beat Yukadon.
Dang, okay. He's
Dogura is marching through. And by the way, he started the top 48 in the losers.
Yes,
Dogura did.
He
was sent there by Phenom.
Yeah.
And since then, he has done a
he's like one match from top
fantastic
8, right?
job. Yeah, he is. He's beaten Perfect Legend, Brian F, Kami, now Yukadon. He will play, let's see, the loser of Haitani or Goichi.
Okay.
So that's going to be a tough slog. And then we have K-Brad versus Momochi. That's losers as well.
Okay.
LPN versus Snake Eyes. So Snake Eyes beat Knuckle Dew 2-0, eliminating the Dew.
He is out of the bracket, not even close to top 8.
Yeah.
A few slots back, so very interesting.
Yeah. But nice work to Snake Eyes. So LPN, who beat GamerB,
okay,
will have to beat Snake Eyes.
GamerB is out of the bracket now.
Yeah, very interesting results right there. LPN's last couple have been against Arturo Sanchez and then against GamerB, and now against Snake Eyes. That is not an easy road.
He's playing very well lately.
Daigo beat Eli the Curry. He beat Bonchan. He beat Commander Jesse, and now he'll have to beat Punk to move forward. There are some killers going on in that loser's side. We mentioned how stacked this event is.
Yeah.
There was a high ratio of the real stuff.
It's dense.
It's very dense.
Yeah, it's definitely a tough bracket.
It's a good protein.
Yeah,
you're not eating any kind of.
It's not just a bunch of bread
starchy
and nonsense in the middle there. This is a meaty sandwich for sure.
Exactly right.
We're gonna go grab some sandwiches. You and I are taking a break. We're out of here. We'll be back with some more Street Fighter action though in just a bit.